Thank you. Thank you very much. Izo Kamemio. Your Royal Majesty, the Pere of Baramatu Kingdom, the Royal Majesties of the other kingdoms of the Niger Delta, and indeed Nigeria here in gathered. Let me acknowledge my principal, my leader, and by God's grace, the incoming President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the newest and the most powerful chief, the Yelowe. Okay. The Yelowe of Baramatu Kingdom. Yelawe of Baramatu Kingdom. Translation is the Jagaban of Baramatu Kingdom. Let me also acknowledge my leaders, the two governors of Kanu and Yobe states, who are also present. I acknowledge the members of the Federal Executive Council here present, and then, of course, my brother, the former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Speaker Dimeji Bankole. You are also welcome. Party Supreme, so I want to acknowledge my own chairman, the chairman of the party here in Delta State, Elder Omeni Sobotier, and the DG of our campaign, the campaign that will return Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu as president, the campaign that will return all our candidates for the Senate and the House of Representatives, most especially JOT Joel Onokwakbo, to represent Delta South Central District in the Senate, and then, of course, the campaign that will return me and my deputy as the governor and deputy governor of Delta State in 2023, and of course the other members of the House of Assembly. I welcome you, Elder Urubebe, your own son. I'm going to be very, very brief because time is fast spent. Suffice to say that I came in here today as the Obarisi of Uroboland, but I'm living here today as a member of one of the chiefs in this Baramatu palace. And my title is Ibiekwewe of Baramatu Kingdom. Ibiekwewe of Baramatu Kingdom. The chief who will never forget this kingdom. It is on that note that I want to make certain pledges to you. I heard His Royal Majesty when he did allude to the fact one of the biggest challenges we face here in the riverine kingdom of Baramatu is access to the hinterland, access to the mainland, that we need to have this kingdom bridged to the mainland. That is a request that has been made to the incoming president of the Federal Republic. It is a request that I, by God's grace, your next governor, a request I will pursue with the incoming. I hereby endorse that request, and I will pursue that request with the incoming president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Also, in consonance with my title, I thought I should also mention to you that I am very, very familiar with this kingdom. I also know what ails this kingdom. In my days as executive assistant to the governor and also as commissioner and member of the State Executive Council, I've had the opportunity to interact with key members of this community, and in the process of that, got to understand what ails this community. It is unfortunate that since that time till now, most of those issues have not been resolved, even though we did address some of them. But let me also let Your Majesty know along with the people of this kingdom, that the issue, one of the issues which I expected you would raise with our president, but which you have not, but the mere fact that I'm privy to it, you can also take it to the bank that the president is also aware of that very issue. And that has to do with the full implementation of the Maritime University at Okerekoko. We know what the challenges are, and I have undertaken to address all of those challenges with NIMASA dealing with the funding, and challenges with the National Assembly dealing with the enabling legal framework. I made a commitment that in no distant time, at least before the elections, we will make sure that the enabling legal framework is passed by the National Assembly and signed by Mr. President into law. I can also assure you that the issue of funding, most especially with respect to NIMASA, is also something we are addressing, and I'm confident that before the elections, that issue will also be settled. And finally, there's also the issue of the dry dock, the floating dock. We all know, even though His Majesty has not mentioned that, but I'm also privy to it. We know that floating dock was conceived to be used by this maritime university here in Okerekoko, but for some reason, because of politics, it has been domiciled elsewhere. I am in the process of ensuring that to the extent that we are able to move the dry dock here to Okerekoko, it will be moved here. To the extent that it is not able to be moved here, we will ensure that all of the economic benefits that flows from that dry dock will accrue not only to the institution here, but also to the Baramatu community. Now, having said that, speaking more generally, moving a little bit beyond Baramatu, but speaking now to the riverine, the oil-bearing riverine communities and kingdoms of here of Baramatu, the entire Ijaw nation, the oil-producing Ijaw nation, and also the Shekiri oil-producing riverine kingdom. I can also make a commitment to you that we are not satisfied. We are not satisfied that given the contributions you make to the economy of not just this country, but economy of this state, there's really nothing here on ground in the Ijaw nation that is commensurate with your contributions to the economy of this state. I can make a commitment to you that we will be more judicious in the application of our resources when, by God's grace, I become the next governor, working with the president, my own president, our president, who will now be our president, speaking of the Jagaban, will see to it that in addition to this maritime university, there's also the marine school in Brutu. In Brutu, there's no reason, given the contributions of that local government, why that school should not become functional. You have my commitment, and that's one institution we will make functional. I recall as a commissioner working in the government of Delta, Governor James Ibori at the time, I've had to interact with our brothers here, and I realized that given their contributions, you don't really have any good functional health facility or hospital here in this community. And I always wondered how women pregnant, in labor, if they have to be rushed all the way to Warri. At that time, I know that technology has come. At that time, it was about 2.5 hours to get to Warri. But today, with access to speedboats, it's probably like about an hour or thereabout. I don't think that is good enough. It is something we will also address. What I have said here in the context of Baramatu, what I have said here in the context of Brutu, will also apply to the Ishekiri oil-bearing communities. We are determined to ensure, working with our president, that we open up and reactivate the cocoa ports, the Warri port, and the Brutu ports. The only way we can have that achieved is if we have our president, the Jagaban, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as president. I have his commitment that when he becomes president, he will assist me to have all 3 ports reactivated and made functional. So, yes, now, I said Cocoa, Warri, and Brutu ports. Yes, and the Lord also say that another project that is dear to the people of the John Nation is the Ayekromo Bridge. Ayekromo Bridge. I know how important it is to open. Yes, I know how important that bridge is. Until now, the only bridge that have opened up the riverine kingdoms, communities, to the mainland is the one constructed by Governor James Imbori, which is the Bomadi Bridge. Since that time, all the successive governments have pretty much shut their eyes on what goes on here in the riverine communities. So this Ayamikro Bridge, I can assure you, is a bridge we will take as a priority and complete. And then, of course, the EPZ. The EPZ is a very, very key project that is dear to all of us, not just here in the John Nation, but also in the Shekiri Nation. And all of this can only come to pass if we elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu as our president. You know the PDP had been in government for so many years. All that I've mentioned were there. The PDP government that ruled this country for so many years did nothing about it. So any attempt to try to bring them back, it is as good as saying that you are kissing all of these projects goodbye. But I'm here today to make a commitment on behalf of myself, on behalf of Delta State, and on behalf of my president in waiting, that all of these projects will be attended to. So once again, I appeal to you to support us. This is the first time you're having a presidential candidate, a president in waiting. I call him president in equity because we know he's the next president. This is the first time we're having a president in waiting come to the heartland of the riverine communities. Today, incoming President Jagaban is here with you, and I plead with you to reciprocate this gesture by coming out to vote for him en masse. Vote for all of our candidates 5/5.
Thank you. Chief of Baramatu Kingdom, our new bride. You have spoken very well. It's just that you should also remember that you are still the Deputy Senate President. And so you still have a lot to do before election. You still have a lot to do before election. So please still do what you can. And whatever you do today will also facilitate what happens election day. Thank you and God bless you. David Leon, please come and join us on the podium. His Royal Majesty Francis Okiakpe the Egbesuwe, the 10th, the paramount ruler and pere of Barang Kingdom in Bayelsa State. That is it our mother or our children? Our mother. We are the father. So he will respond on behalf of the kings of the Niger Delta and beyond on whatever speech you have made. But suffice to say that the Baramatu people have seen what you have said, we have heard, and we are going to hold you responsible to all those your statements. Thank you and God bless you.
Oh, you think he can speak there?
Yes, he should.
Okay, he should speak there.
Okay, he should not come here. Let's take the mic down.
bless you. Your Royal Highness, it is a great honor to stand before you today, receive a title and welcome as a member of this community. Before now, I classified myself, and I have the right to do so because I married an Ishakiri girl. And I paid dowry. And full. Every traditional right that I should do, I did. So, I'm one of you. Your in-law is your son. Your in-law is your brother, and is a member of the family. So many of my brothers here, starting from Honorable Minister, I give a great respect to him for being one of the best suggestions to serve this country. I equally recognize today the Deputy Senate President currently, and he will be the governor of Niger Delta State. Of Delta State. You agree or not? Yes. Now, if you agree that Agege is the next governor of Delta State, raise your hands up. Wadu, Wadu, God bless you. I salute one of the good and reliable men from the northern part of Nigeria, the governor of Kano State, who is also a title chief of Baramatu and other areas in Niger Delta. Honorable His Excellency Umar Abdullahi Ganduje, the governor of Kano State. I also salute and recognize our brother from Yobe State, the man very dear, close to my heart, straightforward, upright, and committed to progressive politics. That is Buni, Malam Buni, governor of Yobe State. Well, I've mentioned the Minister of State for Petroleum. And we promise you, we make a friend, a brother, fulfill all promises he will have committed to you. That's Tim Silva. The Minister of State for Labor, Festus Kayamo, a son of the soil here too, SAN, he will play a significant role for us to fulfill our promises to you. I greet my accompanied junior brother, the former speaker, the youngest of them all ever to be in Nigeria, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Dimeji Bankole. The former Bayelsa governor, well, my dear brother David Lam, our dear friend, a very good one, an honest one for that matter. He was somewhere else. We persuaded him, you are this good, stay with the people. The right people who knows the way. And that is the Minister of State for Niger Delta, formerly, Elder Statman Orubebe. Help us thank him for the good job that he's doing. He's a very active and honest man with great wisdom. I salute all the citizens of Baramatu Kingdom. As I did receive the title chief, and I become one of you, I must always render service for the progress of this Baramatu community. Yes, you mentioned the issue of deep seaport, the road, the bridge, the university, industrial park at Agege. These are the things that came to your mind, KBC, and all of you here. The man standing before you Kábíyèsí, Your Royal Highness, as I stand before you, there are few of us left running. One says he is Atiku. How many times has he been running?
Always on the run.
He's always on the run and he's tired. Tell him to go and sit down. Enough is enough. The other one, that one, he think na statistic we go chop. A lie with arithmetic that never, no Indian can solve it. To mention his name is a disgrace to myself. I won't mention the name. Wrong arithmetic, wrong statistics, warehouse economy, and that's not what Nigeria needs. Kábíyèsí, Your Royal Majesty, it was a joy to find one of my own blood being part of you from Badagry. So what else you need? You need honesty. You need the man who knows the road. That is me. Promise we won't be far away from you. We will carry you along. We will consult with you regularly. Our brothers here, we will embrace them for the development of the area, the community of Baramatu and other associated communities. Economic development, progress, job for our youths. A promise tomorrow that is certain. A renewed hope is here standing before you. And I promise, with the support of God Almighty, that you will live long, you will live with prosperity. Please pay attention to the danger of destruction of pipelines, angers, of petroleum facilities. People are leaking gas. They are dangerous. That is the truth. For our health, for the fish you eat, for everything you do. Let us see that improvement. Let us see that commitment. And you will see what we will do with the savings. We will encourage you. We will keep our promises. We will be with you and carry you along. God bless you. God bless Niger Delta. God bless Baramatu. Thank you very much.
Both people of Delta States, this message is brought to you by IG.